to to Gazini and to Emma. Okay, first, okay. Um, Out of all the girls who are competing in Binibini, out of the Binibini Binibini Pilipinas title holders this year, you and Gazini have the biggest task because you have to defend our crown. So do you really feel pressured in winning back to back for your respective pageants?
The first question I got when I won Binibini Filipinas Intercontinental is that the same question. Well, pressure is there. What we focus on, Gazini and I, is we are grateful that we are representing the Philippines. We are going to raise our flag in an international arena. And as long as we are prepared, we're doing the Q&A, personality development, the pasarela, as long as we will do our very best, I think that's the best gift we can give to the Philippines.
I couldn't agree more to what Emma said. And also, just to acknowledge the things that we need to fulfill better this way so we can accomplish the goal that we want to achieve in the international arena. And that's, yes, Emma, that's the best gift that we can give to the Philippines to fight for until the crown is within our head.
I see. Thank you for Resham. Your Muslim beauty queens in the Philippines rarely get crowned in beauty pageants. How do you feel that you're coming in such a perfect time because of everything that's happening in pageantry right now with diversity and inclusivity? How does your representation mean in pageantry right now, especially in the forthcoming Supranational?
I think that everyone has this amazing image of Philippines being so diverse. And I think I represent that diversity. I don't look like your typical Filipina. I'm not Catholic. People have a lot of assumptions of me, and there are many girls like myself who go through these assumptions. And I'm here to show them that, yes, you can. And in that way, I feel like I'm showing many other Filipino women, regardless of their race, sexual orientation, or the color of their skin, that yes, you can. Yeah.
Thank you, girls.
Hi, I'm Charlize from Business Mirror. First question, are your travel papers in order? And second question is, who are you, which designers are you collaborating with for your napkins and for your evening gowns? And are there any backstories on your wardrobe? Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna start it. For your first question, well, because of the change of country, change of location, I will fix my visa first, going to Egypt. And then for the second question, for my national costume, it's the same designer as the Binibini Pilipinas. It's with Rich Sabinian, a Kapampangan designer, also incorporated with the inmates in Pampanga. But it's a different style. So it will be a combination of Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao in a different perspective. And for my final gown, I am grateful that Michael Cinco is collaborating with me.
Yes. When it comes to the visa, I was already in New York, Vegas, and Canada altogether with Laren for Philippine Tapestry with Mamarina Salute. So I already fixed my US visa. Yes, that's already done. And then with my national costume, it will still be Carrie Santiago with the gown and the national costume, both of them. So it's really, the pressure is really on, most especially the time is limited within, and it's just like right around the corner. The pageant is already in December 8th. And the backstory would be, that would be incorporated altogether with the Philippine story. It's like something like soaring, or it's like fleeting, or it's like flying. So something related to that sense.
Follow up. Have you read about Carrie Santiago's post about bashers? What can you say to this toxic family?
Bashers will always be there. Well, in fact, if you are something that is advanced in this industry, or if you have something that is braggable, then there will always be people who will say something about your work. It's just a matter of acknowledging it and just sashay it away, and then everything will be fine. And let them wait until the finished product is already there. I mean, I guess they're just too excited to see it. I am excited myself. But then again, bashers, as I've said, bashers will always be there. As for me, I acknowledge them and I thank them.
Hello. So as many of you know, I'm heading to Poland on December 6th. Well, I'm heading there November 17th, but my coronation night is December 6th. I'm very proud to say that my evening gown will be made by Mark Garner. And my nat cost, of course, no other than Jerson. And yeah, I'm really excited, especially for my nat cost, because I did a lot of research with Jerson, and I wanted to bring something different, something that didn't only represent Filipinos, I mean Muslim Filipinos, but all of Philippines. So stay tuned. I'll be releasing a video for it shortly, like in a few days. So yeah, I hope you guys get to see it and that you really like the ideas I came up with.
Okay, from the Manila Times and Sunday Times magazine for Gazini. Everyone knows that Catriona brought the level so high that everyone is saying that it's hard na pantayan yon. So what preparations have you done na mapantayan naman yun?
Ever since Binibini Pilipinas, that has been an issue. Well, in fact, that's not the case. We should not try to compare other girls with each one another, because each one is different. We have our own different stories. We're representing different advocacies and supporting different organizations. And I think the question would be, will you be able to, the right question would be, will you be able to represent the Philippines the best way that you can? Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. I'm Robert from Manila Movie. Two questions. First, to Leren, congratulations. So, beyond Binibini Pilipinas, what are your plans? After Binibini Pilipinas, what are your plans? Now that you've completed.
Basically, my plan will still be doing my responsibilities with Binibini Pilipinas organization, of course, and I will still pursue my purpose. We're into spread awareness about the anti-bullying campaign that I'm into, and yeah, so basically, I'm just stick with Binibini Pilipinas with my family.
Congratulations. And to the three competing girls, just one question. Since you are competing abroad, what good news would you like to share to the world about Philippines? Yes.
What good news?
Yes, would you like to share to Egypt? In Egypt? In Poland. In Poland, then Atlanta, and then Egypt.
Well, I think currently I'd like to show them that first and foremost that we finally in pageants are being more progressive with the way we represent our girls, with the things that we run for, especially our advocacies, and I think that's something to really be proud of. But the most excited I am about sharing, like the stuff that I want to share about Philippines is the food and the culture. I want to go to Poland and that every time anyone sees me, they know that I'm representing Philippines, regardless of my sash or me telling them that I'm from the Philippines. So I'm really excited for you guys to see that part of me where I truly embody what a Filipina woman is when I'm in Poland.
Thank you. Let's go to Emma and Gazini.
What I would like to share about the Philippines is how heartwarming we are and genuine we are when we really get to know each other. And there's more deeper sense of knowing what Philippines is like, most especially when you arrive in the Philippines. The best way I can describe it is paradise. Thank you.
My competition would be on December 20, nearly on Christmas Day. So the good news that I want to share to Egypt or my fellow candidates would be in the Philippines, we celebrate really Christmas with the family and friends, especially in my hometown, Pampanga. That's why it's known as the Christmas capital in the Philippines. And also I will show them the photos of the giant lantern that they will just see here in the Philippines. So for me, that's the good news that I will share.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Hi ladies, Walt here from Rappler. First for Larry. What was it like representing the Philippines the second time around? She needs the money.
You know what? I feel so honored to represent Philippines second time around because I know how heavy it is to bring Philippine Sash abroad. And I'm just very happy and lucky that I'm with the best supporters in the world. I did feel that there's like 2 or less than 10 Filipino people there in Montenegro. It just felt like everybody's there with me. I didn't feel that I'm alone. It's just like I'm so happy and lucky that Filipinos are very supportive, really.
On a personal note, I think like I've seen you guys grow, and I've seen your growth. And today, all of you are like really glowing, and I know that your authentic selves are really showing. For all of you, the ones that are leaving, what has your family advised you, and how are you going to repay or show them that you love them through your competition?
Okay. For me, I always hear to my family, to my mom and to my sisters and to my father that you can do it, you can do it. Yun yung lagi yung naririnig ko sa kanila. And I am the first beauty queen in our family, and it's not a pressure really because hindi nila yung pinaparamdam sa akin. What they really want me to feel is they're just always there to support the love, and whatever happens, I am their Emma Tiglao, who is so strong and willing to represent the Philippines very well.
Well, my mom would always say, pray. Ever since I was a young kid, we would always pray during 6 p.m. all together with my Lola. And that's like the bonding that we created with each other. Praying goes a long way. It can even move mountains. And I have actually achieved this Miss Universe Philippines because of praying. It takes a leap of faith, and it takes courage and guts to pursue your dreams. And with prayers, that can be your core all throughout. Pray.
Honestly, my parents always tell me to stop doubting who I am. It's not that I don't believe in my capabilities, I do. But just like any other person, I have doubts of my own. I have shadows. I have moments where I wonder if I can really do it. Can I really bring back the second supranational crown? And my parents just want me to have more faith in myself. So that's what I'm going to do, this competition. Once I'm in December, I'm going to remember that it's no longer just about me and how I feel in every waking moment, but it's about the millions of Filipinos back home who are going to be watching me and waiting for me, and people who are hoping to be inspired by me. And I think that's what I really want to carry with me on this journey. The love of my people and the values that my parents instilled in me.
yung gagawin nyo to relax when the pressure is high?
I'll take this one. Recently, about 2 months ago, I started meditating, like really meditating. I have a calendar for it because I'm the kind of person who gets really overwhelmed. And when I get overwhelmed, I can't prioritize on the things I need to focus on. So meditation honestly has been so amazing for me. I got an app, I have reminders, I have moments where if I really need to just take a moment and go to the bathroom and take even 3 minutes to meditate. So that's been really helping me lately.
I had this experience last Binibini. That was the day, the coronation night. I feel so pressured, I feel so exhausted, like I feel so down. So what I did is I opened the window at Novotel in my room and then I just looked at the sky and then I just prayed just to let it go, let it God do the rest because I've trained so well for this competition. I think that's the thing that I will do in Egypt if that will happen. And also remember my life mantra, remember why you started, remember your goal, remember to go back to your core.
When I get stressed, I eat. Stress eating has been a problem with me, guys, seriously. But when I get stressed, I talk to my core. I talk to my friends, I talk to Voltaire, I talk to everyone, I talk to my sisters. And ask them if it's okay to feel sad. And well, happily they will respond. Like the usual, they will say, oh, there will be days where you will feel sad. There will be days when you will feel like you woke up at the wrong side of the bed. But eventually, if you're still breathing, if you're still alive, just be grateful and everything else will follow. Just be grateful and everything else will follow. That's it.
Last question for me. What if your co-candidates will ask you what are the fun things to do in the Philippines, how would you answer that question?
I'll take this one again. The street food, number one, has to be the street food. Quick is my favorite. And manga with the bagoong, super favorite. Okay, I'll stop talking about food. But other than the food, has to be the beaches. I think the beaches we have in the Philippines are just out of the world. You can find beaches with white sand, you can find black sand beach, you can find beaches that have rainforests with them, and I think I would want to take any of my close friends to like a beach trip here in the Philippines.
Well, I couldn't agree more with Ray. As a Kapampangan, I would also like to share them the food that we have in Pampanga, the sisig. Well, of course, the beach. And what is the funny things I would like to share is, aside from we have beautiful beach and beautiful tourist destinations, the thing that I would like to share is also we have a perfect, what you call this, tourist guide. The last time I went to Camiguin, there's this tourist guide who was very funny. I hope you also watch vlogs, travel vlogs from different foreigners, and you will see the funny tourist guide because people will also help you to have a memorable moment in that memorable destination.
Funny thing that I would like to share. Fun thing that I would like to share is that we have Lechon Festival in Talisay City, Cebu, and that my float was actually lechon too, with a lot of food. We were giving like literally everyone free lechon on the day of my homecoming. So the next homecoming that I will have, envisioning it, I will have free lechon in Manila. And you should be there too.
All right, thank you very much, ladies, and thank you once again. again to our VIPs, our sponsors, and members of the media for joining us. We have some time for group interviews. First with Laren, and then our three competing queens in the following order: TV news crews, print, online media outlets, and pageant media. And while we get ourselves in order, allow me again to thank our loyal Binibini sponsors: Araneta City, the city of firsts; ABS-CBN, Megawide, engineering of First World Philippines; World Balance, the official active lifestyle footwear; Potency, the beauty of immunity; Jack Jeans, powered by PLDT Foam Fiber; Cream Silk, every day for ultimately beautiful hair; Manhattan Garden City by Mega World Corporation; Ever Belena Cosmetics; Pizza Hut, Dairy Queen, Taco Bell, Grab, your everyday December 8th. See you on November 8th at the Christmas tree area sa Manhattan, Times Square. Thank you very much.